Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pink Shade. It's TLC Tuesday. We're going to talk about 90 Day Fiance. I got Kimberly here. Hey, girl.
Hello. I'm so excited.
Hello.
These people are freaks.
This is a really good season so far.
It's fascinating.
Now, let me tell you something super fascinating. Bunky Chris let me know that Ashia and her family own a restaurant in Alabaster called Beulah Mays.
Okay.
And it's named after their grandmother who made all this fabulous home style cooking.
Okay.
So they own a restaurant.
Okay. Good
and
for them.
Ashia has a doctorate. Ashia is a PharmD. She has her doctorate in pharmacy. So she is Dr.
What?
Ashia. Yeah.
Does she work at a pharmacy?
Yeah, she's like a pharmacy manager at a CVS or something.
Okay. They should show her hero shot in front of a CVS instead of in front of a church then.
Isn't that
you can't
crazy?
make your whole personality CVS. I
Yeah.
mean, you could try. It wouldn't be a very good personality. You would just walk around with really long receipts all the time. But,
isn't that crazy?
They're just cutting that out completely. They're just showing church life.
It's completely wild that
CBS
she is that smart.
Nothing to do with this show.
Yeah, that she's that smart is wild to me. I mean, God bless.
I think. Did you think she ever starts speaking in tongues as she's handing someone a prescription?
No, I don't. I think she's able to really compartmentalize. She's got
turn that off. The
church life, restaurant life, Nigerian life. Yeah, she's got a lot going on.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
It's fascinating.
I want to remind everybody right before we start here that October 10th, we are having a Bunky meetup with Amy Archer's group as well. It's going to be in New York City, October 10th at the Hard Rock Cafe. The link is in the show notes. I got to tell you, we have sold over half the tickets in 5 days. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yeah. So if it sells out, it sells out. I don't know. Ingrid said, maybe, we could always move to a bigger room, I guess. I don't know if they would have it available or what. We've paid for this certain bar area. So it's exciting. People want to come. So it's going to be me, Kimberly, and Keisha. It's going to be Amy, Becca, and Amanda. And I don't know who else from Amy's podcast. I know those three for sure. So it's 3 of us. It's 3 of them. And we're hoping we're going to bully Catie into going.
Because then we'd have 4. So if we do some sort of tug of war contest, we will beat the other team. We're taking you down, Amy.
Oh, that's so funny. We're
gonna have a rumble: the Sharks versus the Jets.
No, this is a coming together of podcasters. Not a fight. Not a fight. So
this show has conditioned me to fight.
I know.
And tear people apart.
It's called LibraFest. The merch is really cute, and you can get the logo on various color t-shirts or various color sweatshirts. I'm sure we'll be getting out stickers and stuff, but the logo is really cute. Amy's got a guy that does great merch decorating, and I'm wondering if I should hire him.
He's great.
He's really good. So that's that.
Do I need to buy a ticket?
No, you don't need to buy a ticket. Your name is on the logo.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would.
No, it says on the logo, Pink Shade and Little Miss Recap. And then down it says
in tiny letters, A Date with Dateline.
Libra Lounge with Keisha and Murder She Watched, which is Amy's other podcast.
But it's like Pink Shade, A Date with Dateline.
Well, listen, it is a Pink Shade
fine.
Little Miss Recap meetup.
I'll take it. I'm grateful to be on there at all.
We're very, very excited. So I did send Catie a separate text letting her know.
Which she did not respond to.
Absolutely not. Absolutely no response. But I did want to make sure she knew that she's not an afterthought. If you're invited, she's invited.
Yeah, I will reiterate too.
Okay, we'll see.
Our fans have started to bully her into coming. So,
okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. All right, I feel good about that. I felt good about the joint bullying effort. And maybe by then we'll start talking about our Christmas special, and maybe we'll be more prepared than we were last year. Who knows?
Yes,
Who knows?
that could happen.
Could
Probably
happen.
won't, but could.
Probably not. We'll probably talk
Just
about
like
it.
some of these couples could make it. Probably won't. Could.
Well, we're going to start with Ashia and Maxwell. And I have to tell you, strangely enough, I believe in their love and I think they're going to make it.
That's crazy.
I know. Isn't that weird? Sometimes you just get that feeling like, I think
Yeah.
I think these two are going to
No,
make it.
I heard you on Love After Lockup believing in someone's love, and Keisha said it was because you were drunk. So
I wasn't drunk, but I did take my notes when I'd had 2 glasses of wine. But yeah, that's Kirsten and Brady, and I believe in their love. Actually, what it is that he just said something a little bit profound for a Love After Lockup cast member. He said, that he knows that he was using meth to mask all his feelings, and now he has to learn how to actually deal with his feelings and not. So it's, we don't normally get somebody with that introspective on what their problems are on these shows. So that's why I felt very positive about him. We shall see. He's already talking about how he's worried, how he's going to relapse. So,
oh, great.
I could have been excited for no reason. I had something on my hands here and just stuck my finger in my eye, and boy, is it burning. I don't know.
Oh, no. What was it? What was it? Oh, God.
I don't know. Because I don't know. Well, I just did makeup, and I, did makeup with my fingers. So maybe I just stuck my finger in my eye with makeup on it. It's okay. It's starting to get better. Okay.
This is the podcast Mary Payne goes half blind on the air.
Yeah, I had that one time where I had like some sort of like stroke out situation on the air where all of a sudden I lost vision in like one half of my eye. Like I could only see out of a little pinhole on the left. And I was like, let's keep going. And I kept having to like turn my head to be able to see what was on my screen. And somebody or a monkey wrote me, and we were joking about it. And I was talking to Keisha, and somebody wrote, because I said I'd had a headache earlier. And somebody said that it was like a migraine, like it was the headache came first and then the weird, that weird stuff came. Yeah. Cause I was like, I don't feel bad. Like I have a little headache, but I don't feel bad. I could see out of one pinhole in my left eye. And then it eventually went away.
That's terrifying. What is going on?
I don't know.
And it was your aneurysm.
It was right after I took one of these Vita Energy things that you sent me.
Did you blame the man?
I did. I said it must have been, I must have had too much caffeine and my head just couldn't take it.
Or I injected something in there, like, and tried to poison you, like Misty on Yellow Jackets.
When's Yellow Jackets coming back? They keep teasing it.
I know. I think it's not till the end of the year or something. Really, yeah.
They keep teasing it.
Now.
I know they keep putting out old clips, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
new clip. No, quit trying to mess with me. Okay, so Ashia and Maxwell. So, in the talking head, he says they're together, and he says it's been a long 8 months. And she said when we first got together, we promised it would be only every 5 to 6 months, but the visa started moving so fast, so we just thought, why book another trip because he's on his way. And he goes, oh, I just think of things all the time. I just want to see her in person. He's like kissing her hand, and they're a beautiful couple.
They're a good-looking couple for sure.
Yeah. So they're driving around, and is her mom's name Juliet?
I don't know, but she looks like an angrier Taraji P. Henson.
Okay, I can see that. I'm just going to call her mom because I think her name is Juliet, but I don't want to say it wrong. So she's saying to Maxwell, well, I can't wait to see your parents. And then she's like, when are we going to see Maxwell's mama? And they say, soon, it's going to be today. And because she's like, I've been in this car for a long time. So then Maxwell tells Ashia to put on a sweater so she can cover her body. And she has on like a tank top and some ripped up jeans.
Yeah.
And they're talking head together. She goes, oh, he always wants me to be sexy. But then the family needs me to cover up. And then I got to be comfortable. How can I be sexy and comfortable and conservative all at once and in this heat?
You got to get some breakaway pants, like a male stripper, and maybe a dickie that covers cleavage that you can rip off to show the cleave once the parents are out of the room. And then the second they walk back in the room, you put it back on.
It's a lot of work. I think just a sweater is good enough.
She has a body built for sin, though. Those boobies are hard to cover. That's gonna be sensual any day.
She looks good in her new confessionals where she's in sort of like an African print dress. And yeah, she looks good. So his parents, Clement and Maria, they greet them, and then we find out this.
Oh, I thought you meant, sorry,
Yeah.
his mom looks like Taraji P. Henson.
No,
not her mom.
Okay, I didn't understand that because I was like, I don't think that her mom looks like Taraji P. Henson, but I was going with it.
His mom. That's who I thought you were talking about.
She looks like an angry Taraji P.
Angry Taraji P. Henson. Do a side by side. I know I'm right.
Okay, I'm sure you are. So Clement and Maria, his parents, Clement and apparently angry Taraji P. Henson, Maria, greet them. And then we find out.
Still beautiful. I mean, like, they're good-looking people.
The whole
family.
The whole family
is
sister,
attractive. Beautiful. Like, everyone's good-looking.
The kids are cute. Everything.
Yeah.
But we find out this is a big apartment that they rented for the whole family to be together. So this is not where they live.
We had thought they were bougie, but we don't know what.
We don't know. But it's confusing. So I don't know if this is like a 6-bedroom apartment or what's going on. So
your Airbnb radar was a little off, I feel like, because usually you're very good at that.
Well, I mean, he came down the stairs and said, I'm going to pick them up. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. She was cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, it did feel like they were nesting there.
We only saw it one time. So, yes, my Airbnb radar was off, but I didn't have any reason to think it.
Right.
So she admits
I'm not blaming you.
Okay. So they give Ashia and her mom some cola, Kola, to officially welcome new people. And Maxwell says it gives life and abundance. And then I looked it up. Cola most commonly refers to the cola nut, the caffeine-rich seed of the African cola tree with a C that historically served as the namesake and original flavoring for modern cola soft drinks. Also, can you make cocaine out of it?
Oh.
From the cola tree?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't, because when you started saying cola, I was thinking, oh God, it's from the colon of a goat or something.
Because
sometimes they do that on this show.
Yeah, they trick you. But this is a cola nut. So, in the talking head, the mom is Maria, says, Maxwell is the first son. So that is the most important person in our life. So he needs to attract a good wife. And love is blind. When you love someone, you behave as a fool. And that is what is going on.
Oh, she has negative thoughts already.
Oh,
God is not with this couple.
So let's be reminded. He's 28. So they are probably like, get on it.
He's very late to start a family, I'm sure.
Yes. And, she's 38. So probably they're like, why are you with this oldie,
Right. Yeah. At least she can still have children, we assume.
Yeah,
she's not 58.
Right. So they go up to the bedroom and oh my God, I was like, what is this place? And that's going to be her room. It's incredible.
It's beautiful. Also, why are they doing this? Do we think this is a good idea? We're all going to be in a home together like the real world and mesh the families?
Yeah. But she's only there 10 days. So what could go wrong? So
a lot goes wrong on the real world in the first 10 days.
It's true. It's true. So he says, I told my parents I was going to be staying in this room with you, basically. And she goes, oh, no, what'd they say? He said, well, they started preaching and said, it's not right because we're not married. And she goes, that's right, sweetie. And he goes, what? So obviously, I think they've already slept together. And he's like, what?
1000%. She's like, this is on camera. My church brand needs to stay pure.
That's right. She goes, that's right, sweetie. And he goes, what? Are you serious? She goes, yeah. He goes, okay, well, then you can't come to my room either. That applies to my room. You can't come to my room. And she goes, I love your jokes. Anyway, she says, how do you think things went with your parents? He goes, oh, I think things went well. And she says, what else do you have planned? Just dinner? And he goes, dinner, and the kids will come with Blaze and Mercy. And she goes, no, no, no. You already know. I don't want everybody in our business, sweetie. No, sweetie. Okay, it's interesting that the sister's name was Blaze, Blaise, because that is Kobe's last name.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sometimes the first name in an 80s movie, and that's the bully at the school.
Yeah, but that would
But
be
I
with a
think I'm
Z.
thinking of Blaine.
Yes, there's a lot of
In
Blaines.
Pretty Pink, maybe.
Yes, that's James Spader always.
I'm here for Blaze. I kind of like it.
I like it too. I like it too. So
For a girl's name too, I kind of love that.
I like it. I like it a lot. And I wonder if it is like the mother's maiden name kind of a thing. I'm gonna reach out to Emily and say if they have they know that they can give me the scoop on this name. So anyway, she was like,
well, he's from Cameroon, and we do not know how far Cameroon is from
Nigeria.
I have no idea.
And maybe it's just
pretend.
It could just be a very common name like Smith. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in her talking head, she says, on this trip, I will be staying with Maxwell's parents and sisters. So Maxwell's not staying there, I guess. Unclear.
I thought he had another room, and
that's what he said.
Yeah. Maybe he's sharing a room with one of the sisters who might really be his wife. And this is
no.
This is a Xena and what's his face situation.
I can't remember Xena's boyfriend's name. Was it Mohammed? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's something like that. Okay, so Maxwell, she says Maxwell's sister Blaze is like a PI. She just dig and dig and dig and dig and dig until she finds something. And that is what I'm worried with about her. She is going to question me to death. Ibrahim.
Abrima. Online it says Ibrima, but she never pronounced it correctly.
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
So Blaze walks in and greets her and the parents. And they're like so happy to see each other as if they're best friends. The talking head Blaze says, this is my first time meeting Ashia face to face. And in our culture, we really value first sons. We don't joke about our first sons, and anything that will try to take them away from the family, we will fight against it.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well,
she has God on her side, bitch. So you better step up with the devil or something.
Oh, I wonder if they know she does all this nonsense. So Maxwell, Ashia, and mom, whose name I think is Juliet, greet Blaze. Blaze hugs Ashia. Then they all sit down to eat, and they're showing mom how to wash hands in the bowl. They have a bowl on the table that you wash your hands because they're going to eat with their hands. So they want their hands to be clean right before they start to eat. And Maxwell's telling her, don't chew. It's like look like a mashed potato pasty kind of thing. And he's saying, you just do like this with your hand. You put it, you don't chew, you just swallow. She's like, huh? And she goes, now we're used to chewing. And he says, okay, but you don't chew this. And they get her off on the side and ask her, now, how did you feel? Because it's this like, they had the cola nut and now we've had this. She goes, I do not like Nigerian food. No, I do not.
And poor mom's been hungry since they left. She got a donut at the airport and she's starving.
She's so hungry. So
she's a tapeworm.
Then they start talking about cooking, and Maxwell's dad says, men don't enter the kitchen. And Ashia's like, what? Okay, all right. And they're like, I hope you can cook. And she says she can. And then Blaze says, how many kids do you want? And I think she's asking because she's 38, she says, 2. And she says, why only 2? She goes, it's expensive in America to have kids. And Maria, the mom, says 2 is unacceptable. And dad says, I would prefer 4.
Okay. It's not your body.
So talking head mom, Maria says, I do not accept the 2 children. Maxwell will talk to her and she will realize her mistake.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
They're forceful. They're
strong. They're strong. Now, the other sister's name is Mercy, and she doesn't talk as much.
Much
Blaze,
like Mercy on Plath.
yeah, right. Blaze says, we see that Americans are not submissive. And here in Nigeria, you must be submissive to your man. And she goes, I understand. She goes, but I think if I have an opinion, I should be heard and not heard just because I'm a woman. And he knows I respect him and I have his best interest at heart. Like there are things I've told him to do and he may not want to, but then when he does it, he sees it was a good outcome, like the chemical peel. And he goes, yes, the chemical peel. It was good. I think I've told you about, let me show you the pictures. And he shows his sister Mercy the photos and like, ugh.
He looks like he has fourth degree burns all over his face.
Yeah, it really did. It really did.
And she really should not have opened the door to these makeovers because this is going to become a whole thing. She should have not brought this up.
No. So Ashia says, I mean, yeah, like sometimes he doesn't know what he likes until he sees it. And Blaze is like, what? How could he not know what he likes? He's a man. And he laughs. He goes, oh, I know. It's so crazy. She wants to change my hairline and my eyeballs. And then we get the explanation of this. He has sun damage to the white part of his eyes. And Blaze says, right, in Nigeria, the white part is not that white. You can see mine is not that white. And Ashia explains, well, the eye will protect itself from the sun and grow like a skin over the white part or the pupil. And his has already started on the white part. So he needs to get that fixed. What? Is that true?
Well, I think that's what the yellow is that comes over the white is if you're out in the sun a lot. And there might be like a genetic component as well.
Yeah. I didn't know any of this. I was fascinated.
But she's saying this to people who have this issue. She's saying it because
they don't see it as an issue. They just see it as how they're created, Right.
But she's like, he needs to fix that because it's ugly, like your eyes.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Right. Yeah. Look at all of you. You all look horrible.
Yeah. Maybe we can make him not hideous, like a troll.
Maybe we can get a 5-for-1 deal. So, in the talking head, Blaze says, I am thinking, are you okay? The eyes are the most delicate part of the body. He should be the one to say if he wants to get it done. So, Blaze says, are you going to change everything about him? And she goes, no, just those. Yeah, we're good. And the talking head Ashia goes, here's the thing. I know I'm right. And I will continue to do all these things. He has to let them go. You raised him. He's grown. Let him go. And
so that I can control him.
So that I can tell him what to do.
Right.
That's it for them. And it's fascinating. I feel like I need to look up this eyeball thing. I mean, I assume it's true. And maybe it happens over time if you're in a country where the heat is so strong and people don't wear sunglasses all the time. I don't know.
Yeah. There could be like what you're ingesting too, I wonder. Like if you're, I don't know, if like what you're eating and drinking affects it. Or if it's like a genetic thing that your body is, if you're out in a hot climate, like in Africa, then your body is more likely to do that to protect your eyes. Unsure. But
unsure.
And I don't think those Kris Jenner eye drops will do anything for that. I think
Lumify.
I think that's just for the redness.
It is. It makes the white of your eyes really white. I have some. I thought about putting some in today, but I didn't because I have my contacts in. You can't wear it with contacts. This is fascinating content. Okay, let's move on to Marissa and Edward. If Marissa is 45, which I think she is, let's just say her mom is 65. Holy shit. I live pretty close to Bluebell, Pennsylvania. I got to find out who her doctor is because she looks this woman is a wonder of nature.
And if I were Marissa, it would make me feel self-conscious because I'd be like, people probably think we're sisters all the time.
100%. They 100% look like sisters.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did she do? Yeah, she had signed a deal with some sort of the devil or something. I feel like at some point she made a agreement and we don't know what it was, but
don't you think Marissa's mom
scares me?
Because the mom has her hair is a little more tastefully done. It's a better color. I think if Marissa did sort of some of those same things, they would look like twins.
Yeah. totally.
Her hair's too white, eyebrows too dark, all those things.
And I don't want to comment on Marissa's body, but she's
very thin.
She's very thin, and that's not helping the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating.
The
mom, fascinating.
Yeah. So she scares me, honestly. Like, if I were Edward, my newly circumcised penis would be retracting into my body because I would be so frightened of her.
Gross.
I don't know how that works, the science behind it, but so she is coaching Edward on how exactly to greet her parents. Don't call her mommy. And I was like, was that an option?
Oh my gosh.
Is that something he's done before? Don't pick her up.
Do you think he does that?
Pick people up.
Swing them around. Yeah.
He did pick up Marissa at the airport. So,
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but not the mom, not the dad. Mm-mm. Please don't try to pick up the dad. So don't pick up. She's like, don't pick up anyone. No. And she's nitpicking about the food that she set out. Like, she is hosting the president at her home, like a president she and her family respects. And I don't know who
we don't know which one. We don't know which one that would be, right?
Yeah, but she is stressing, and he's like, they're your parents coming over. Like, calm down. And she's like, you don't know my parents. Like, my mom will comment on this.
It's rough.
And that's so stressful. So
it is.
He met the parents on vacation once in the DR, but he didn't really have time to get to know them. They were focused more on the kids, and he knows that they can try to make you feel small, but he knows he's a good person, and that's what matters. Give him 5 minutes with the mom. He will be questioning his whole self-worth. So the parents come in. They seem okay at first. They seem like their names should be Tipper and Winston or something like that.
What are their names? Tipper and Winston sounds perfect.
Yeah. It was Bob and Joanne, I think. So
that doesn't go at all. She's definitely like a... Tipper is good, but I would also say maybe people just call her, well, she's not Southern, but somebody like that in the South, her name would be Sister. Because call her Sister.
Oh, Sister?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah, like Sister, Sister Smith or Sister so-and-so. And like my friend Hyde, they call her Sister.
Like they're the Berenstein Bears?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. People in the South, they do that.
Like
they call it
a nun? A nun?
My mom has a friend named Sister Simmons. I mean, her name is not Sister, but they call her Sister Simmons. And she's Sister. It's not like a nun. It's just
not a nun.
No, it's just somewhere growing up, they started calling her Sister because she was a sister. And then now everybody calls her Sister. I don't know. It's a Southern thing.
Do they do it with brother?
Mm-mm. No.
Huh. Double standards for women.
Yeah.
Always.
I think it's cute.
Sister. I'm going to start calling you Sister.
Do it. I am a sister. Nobody ever gave me a nickname, so I'll take it. I needed one. I have a terrible name. Yeah.
So there are some other relatives coming. Her sister seems very nice. She's like, bienvenido, Edward. Like, she's excited that he's there. She's trying to show she is not like these blonde people. She's like a brunette, and she's like, I'm not like them. They might be a little racist. I am not. I just want everyone, the TV land, to know.
She's like, I have accepted my natural hair color.
Yeah, I'm not one of these people. So they're all joking around, and they're doing this joke where like, you guys are Italian? Oh, Bob, he's Dominican. They make it like Edward makes a joke that the dad, who does not speak, is Dominican, and the dad like laughs, like smiles awkwardly. He's like not paying attention. And then Marissa's like, and Bob knows a lot about baseball too. And then the laughter kind of dies, and I was like, okay, I think you ruined the moment.
Yeah, because she's like, yeah, he's Dominican and he knows about baseball. You guys can talk about baseball. Go in the other room. Yeah.
So awkward. She's so nervous. So they ask Edward about his family, and his family sounds like Pedro's family. He has a mom and a sibling, and then his dad, he doesn't know how many siblings he has from the dad. So
yeah.
Marissa,
dad was not around, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Marissa tells them how last night one of her kids, Cole, came in and laid down with his head on Edward's shoulder, and he's about to talk about how great it was, and she fully interrupts him and's like, "Can you get up so I can sit down? Because I'm wearing heels. So you should stand up so I can sit and have your share. Thanks."
What she said was, "This would be a great opportunity for you to stand up and let me sit down." That's what she said.
Why is she doing that? Because she's so bitchy, but also it's making him look inconsiderate and selfish and calling attention to the fact that he is sitting while she is standing. And then someone else brings another chair so they can both sit. And so she's mom says, "We're really glad you're here, but it's not going to be smooth sailing. And I am worried." She tells us there's an age difference, a cultural difference, and he doesn't know what he's going to do here in America. There's a lot of
I wasn't quick.
Red flags.
Let me straighten out my red flag. It's been on the floor. Okay. Red flags.
Red flags.
Red flags.
And red flag roundup. And she says to Edward, "Talk is cheap. We'll see what you're made of," which is so like he has to prove himself, his worthiness to be yelled at and belittled by her daughter. Like,
you're like,
see if you're worthy.
And you're like, "I've been here 10 minutes and you just said talk is cheap. Oh, nice to meet you, bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like her daughter is like a prize that needs to be bidded on, and like the best man will win. And it's like, she's a 45-year-old single mom. I know she works at Kleinfeld's, but she is mean. So that takes away from a lot of the richness of her. So
she is in fact mean. So yeah.
That's really a drawback. So he says, "I'm not here for papers or anything like that. I know people think that, but that's not why I'm here." And the mom is like, "We'll see." And Marissa goes, "Okay, let's take the heat off and let's mingle and relax." So basically they just move the interrogation to the outside in a smaller group. They literally break up into discussion groups, and that discussion, he winds up in the same discussion group as the mom again. So it's now going to be grilled on the patio by the mom. So he's like, "This doesn't feel good. I know Michael tried to warn me about this, but it doesn't make me feel good." And now he's questioning his self-worth. He's like,
even though he has said more than once, "I know myself. I know I'm a good person. This is not going to bother me." If we 20 minutes he's crumbled. Yeah.
Yep. That's what the mom does. That's her special power. So the cousin is in this breakout group with the mom and Edward and Marissa. And she's like, "We are so happy you're here. And, Edward, Marissa is smart and successful, and she wouldn't bring you here around your kids if she didn't believe in you. So I know this bitch over here is, made you scared and wants you to off yourself, but we are happy you're here and we believe in your love. So I'm the brunette. Remember, don't be scared." And so mom is like, "Oh yeah, we're glad you're here. Totally. I mean it. Super glad you're here. But I don't know you well enough to not like you. But what I know of you, I like you. But people want to come to America because it's a wonderful place."
Is it? I mean, not always. We got some problems over here, We
are not the top of any list that is important, like food security, gun violence, maternal mortality rates, education, but it's a great country. So it's just not the best country, and everyone makes it's like he will do anything to
do anything to get
he was doing fine in the DR. So he says, "I gave up my family and my friends and to come here, and yeah, America's great, but I was doing okay in my country."
Yeah, good.
And I lived on the beach, and now I live in Pennsylvania. So
right, yeah. And I had a good he had enough money to afford that penis surgery, so he was doing all right.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the mom says, my daughter is beautiful and has a heart of gold. And he says, yeah, she's the most amazing person I've ever met. And she goes, so what is it about my daughter that is so special to you? Make a list.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's a prize. And he
Mm-hmm.
says, I've been through a lot. I learned what I want in a relationship. I want respect and loyalty and trust. And the only person I found that with is her. She's my person.
Respect? She doesn't act very respectful towards him, in my opinion.
No respect, but she's loyal. She's probably not going to cheat on him. I think he's been cheated on before, and that must be what he's talking about. But Marissa is like, I'm nervous because that answer sounded kind of macho, like he wants respect. And I don't know if my mom's going to like that. And that's not what I would have led with. And I wish I could have written out these answers ahead of time for him on little flashcards or talked into his ear secretly into a microphone and told him what to say. So mom says, well, so far your relationship has been on vacation. You only have 90 days. You're going to have to learn new things about each other. And you might not always like what you see. She's kind of a bitch about the pillows on the bed. So we'll see how you like that. And so we'll see how you do. And he says, I'm going to do everything I can. And she says, that's all you can do. And mom says to us, we'll see. My daughter is extremely strong, and relationships end sometimes. They begin, they end. It's what happens. And if it does, she'll survive. If she leaves him, she'll survive. And whatever, it's fine. And then so mom says to him, well, I pray it works. And let's pray that God is with you and God's will is done. And I was like, are you Ashia all of a sudden?
I was like, that we just took a left turn into church. Yeah. Wow.
Very bizarre. And so that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, she was right. Her mom is a piece of work and dad just knows better than to speak. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bob knows best. He's hiding in the kitchen. Yeah.
So
AKA Winston.
Winston and Tipper. It's funny. Okay. Shea and Annabelle. So Annabelle arrives home from her mani-pedi spa day, and he's like, you feel better? You still upset with me? Still mad at me? So she goes, I feel better. Angie told me the truth about you and her, but we still have the problem because of Nicole. He goes, here's the thing though, Nicole, if we run into her or she pops up, I'll take care of it. Don't you worry about Nicole. And she says, okay. I will accept your apology. He goes, you accept my apology? That's great. And then
I knew that spa day in a closed room with no windows would be the answer.
I knew this Paducah, Kentucky spa would be the answer. So
did you notice there were no windows? It was the fumes are really going to get to you.
It was looked like somebody's basement.
Back room. Yeah, it really did. It looked like a basement. Yeah.
So talking it together, she says, I don't know what to tell you. You fucked up. I came here for you and you need to be on your best behavior now. I'm going to be your wife. And he goes, I will definitely work on it. And she goes, no, I'm not kidding. This is my rule. If you disrespect me again, I am done and I'm leaving. And he goes, don't worry. You're the boss. You're the boss, babe. And she goes, yeah, I am. He goes, that's right. You're the boss. She goes, I am the boss. He goes, I got it. You're the boss. I'm the boss. We got it. She's the boss. Oh my God. They said it 6 times. But he's definitely just appeasing her. Definitely. And he definitely is going to do it again.
Yes.
So then she says to him, you have gained a lot of weight since you visited me. You need to lose weight so you have better sex. I'm always on top doing all the work. And he goes, that's not because I'm fat. That's because that's the way I like it. And she's like, oh my gosh. So
I can't. He's starfishing. He's a starfisher.
He is, like they said on Last Resort, dead cow. Dead cow. That's dead cow. Dead cow.
I can't believe he can even do it. He looks like he's about to die of dysentery at any moment. So I can't believe he can actually have sex.
He lays on his back and she finds it and hops on. I don't know. Sorry, it's so gross. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know why that just came. That was terrible.
I heard you say 2 pumps and you're done or something on Love After Lockup, and I gasped. my pearls, throw them across the room. You've changed, girl.
It's not good. I'm sorry. So,
sister, I'm really ashamed of you.
Sister
Mary Payne,
Sister
this
Mary
is
Payne.
not good. Go back to the covenant.
You know it is a joke in my family that my mother, she has 2 sisters, and her one sister's name is Barbara, who lives in Virginia. And my mother will say to me, my sister Barbara from Virginia is coming to visit. I'm like, you don't,
Yes.
You could just say Barbara. Like, I know that's your sister that lives in Virginia. Yeah. Like, she's 80 years old. Like, I got it,
right.
But she
she doesn't have 2 sisters that are named Barbara. So it's not like she needs to distinguish from the other sister, Barbara.
She'll say to me, she'll go, my sister Barbara's coming to visit. I'm like, okay. She's like, the one that lives in Virginia. I'm like, yeah, I've met her.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm aware of my
familiar.
Aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's whenever Barbara's around, we're like, Sister Barbara. So, okay. So, Annabelle says, Allison and Angie told me you're a good guy, so I will forgive you. He goes, oh, babe, that's so great, babe. Babe, it's football night, so we could go out, get some dinner. I could drink some beers, and we could meet some people. And she goes, no, I do not want to do that. We'll stay home. And he goes, how about we go out tonight for football and beers, and we stay home tomorrow? She goes, no, you're staying in, and we are drinking herbal tea and doing yoga. And he's like, huh? So they get on the floor to do yoga. And she goes, okay, just pray. And he goes, I'm praying for a beer and a football game. That's what I'm praying for. And so she's trying to get him to like stretch and like just pull back and forth and do like meditation. And he goes, babe, I'm so glad you forgave me. And she goes, shut up and meditate. And then she leaves him on the floor and he can't get up. So
nope, he's down.
She's
for
like,
the count.
I'm not helping your fat ass anymore. I've come here to whip you into shape. Right.
She is like, the first move was this, just raise one arm above your head. And he's like, and she's like, that was hard. That was it. Okay. That was too much for you. Okay.
Well, he said that, and I don't know how many years, I can't remember how many years. It's been years since they've seen each other. So I guess he was thinner when he went there and he came home and just blew it all out, like waiting for her to get there for 2 years or 3 years or whatever it was.
I'm sure he was already size beautiful when he was there last time, and he's just become even more fluffy. So
yeah. And so in the talking head, Shea says, she's given up a lot to be here, so I may have to give up partying and women. It's a 2-way street. I have to do anything to make sure she doesn't go home. All right, that's the attitude we like. Good job.
Yeah, it's not going to last.
Let's go to what I thought to be a very weird interaction with Thomas and Paula.
Oh my God.
I found this. I felt like, did I miss a scene? Did I like go to the bathroom and miss a scene? Because it's like they were fighting and then all of a sudden they were walking and he was crying. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, it was very bizarre. They're a weird couple. So they're going on a hike / walk. He's wearing jeans, so unsure.
Yeah.
So she's still mad that he glued her perfume shut, as we all are, because that's not reasonable. Also, how did he have no allergic reaction when he took the lid off to glue it shut?
It wouldn't the glue smell is pretty strong as well.
So she says, we have hung out with many people wearing perfume and he's never said anything. He's never had a reaction. But with me, he's super allergic. I think it's a way for him to control me. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
And so in the car, I'm going to piss off that one listener of yours who wrote that you can have invisible reactions to perfumes.
Yeah, there was a listener that said that, that I think she is very affected by perfumes. And she says, you don't always see it. Can't.
Yeah, he could have had headaches or,
I think she might be right, though. It is like a control thing.
I just don't. And I believe your listener 100%.
Of course.
I don't know if I believe him, though.
That's the point that we're trying to make
Both
here.
things can be true. It
Right.
can be a real thing that happens, but that
Uh-huh.
doesn't mean it's happening to him.
Yeah.
So in the car, he's like, I don't feel good. My nose is running. I don't normally feel like this. My throat is itchy. My nose is running. I have to keep blowing it. This isn't normal for me. And she's like, okay, bear in mind, we've not seen him blow his nose.
Wipe or anything. No, nothing.
Wipe it, no Kleenex, not sniffing, whatever. So I lost Mary Payne. She didn't text
Here
me.
I am. Sorry.
There she is. She's back.
Yeah, I was messing with the settings because I felt like you're doing a little lag. So I was just looking at the settings while you were talking. And then I guess I just closed completely out. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
So sorry. We're talking about Thomas' fake reaction to perfume. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. So she's like, I can't handle with you this double personality you have. And he's like, listen, I'm just having trouble just getting through today. This is a hard day for me. Can you just go easy on me?
What's so hard about it?
I don't understand because like maybe he does have invisible allergies, but a woman who was in active labor would complain less than this. I complained less than this when I had to go to the hospital for constipation. So, and I just said it. So now everyone knows, but deal with it. And I complained less than this. Some things, he is a giant baby and it's not attractive. So
Agreed.
what did his mother do to him? Did his mother, we need to meet his parents because,
yeah.
or do you think they want nothing to do with him?
Does he have a friend? I don't think he has a friend.
I don't think he has friends.
Yeah.
Or parents. They've disowned him. So
Stop.
He said he's always faking allergy attacks around them and they couldn't deal with it anymore. So he says she just doesn't understand my allergies. She thinks they're a personal attack on her and they're not. He says, I think gluing the bottle shut was the best thing I could have done. But I feel badly that she's upset about it. So okay, I'm not upset I did it. I wouldn't change it if I could. But I'm sorry she feels upset.
I'm sorry if. Right.
If. And he's like, I'm sorry about what just happened in the car. I'm sorry. I'm happy to be here with you. Let's go on this hike. And he says, it's hard for me to be myself when I feel so bad. Again, we have not seen him cough, blow his nose, itch his skin, rub his temples,
nothing,
anything. So he says, when the perfume came out, my nose is running, my sinuses are congested, my throat is itchy. I can't focus on anything else when my whole face is inflamed.
I mean, maybe it's an interior flaming. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't understand it. I'm sure this will be dug into at the reunion. Like, please explain to us what your psychosomatic illnesses are.
Yeah. I mean, I have allergies. As you can see if you watch on video, I'm constantly wiping my nose because it's always dripping during our podcast. I was up half the night with itchy skin because I'm having some sort of allergic reaction the past week to something. So it sucks. But you can't take it out on her.
I don't hear you complaining about it.
I literally just did, but not until we got to this part of the show where I triggered it. But you just deal with it. He doesn't know how to just deal with things. Yeah. So she's like, but you're fighting with me and you're not being a gentleman. And like, I came all this way and you're not treating me well. And he says, I'm sorry. I just can't seem to express what I'm going through right now. I'm sorry. And then he says, I'm sorry. I'm the one you're matched with.
This whole thing was so strange. It was like, what happened in the car to this just seemed like there had to have been 3 hours worth of footage in between to get to this point. It's very strange.
And so she's like, it's okay. We'll find a middle road. We are opposite people and we have opposite lifestyles, but I love you. I just want to be treated better. And he says, I'm sorry. And then he starts crying, which is going to make his nose run more. But I didn't see any tears. He does like a classic face scrunching.
Yeah.
And she says he's very sensitive. And he's like, I am. That's true. And he says, it's just been such a hard 2 days. I can barely make it through. And she's like, okay, haha. I've been here 2 days and you want to send me back. Okay, that's great. What has been so hard?
What has been so hard? You got to have a lot of sex and
you did the spidering all night long?
Spidering, and it's been hard because you had to smell a little perfume?
Yeah. So she's like, we just have to find a way to meet in the middle. And I was like, don't say meet, because then you're going to start another fight.
Right.
So later at home, he's stretching with his ass in the air. And she's like, 10 minutes in that position, Thomas, your face is red. And which again is going to make his nose run. And he says, he's like making a joke, like, nobody kiss me. So she gets down on the ground and kisses him. And then she pulls him out of the position. They're kind of fun sometimes, but then they go into being horrible like 2 seconds later. So she wants better hangers to hang her clothes up. And she wants to go buy a dresser because, again, he's given her a coat closet to hang her things. Yeah. So, and he's like, I don't even know where we would put a dresser. And I would rather give you the closet. And she's like, well, I can't hang my panties and my socks.
Yeah, you have to have a dresser.
You should have already given her the closet. Like, this should not even be a question or part of the closet. And she says, he's never lived with a woman before. I need to educate this little baby.
What is he? Where is his like underwear and socks and small things if he doesn't? All his t-shirts are hung up? Like, what are we doing?
Well, he pulls out one of those foldable cubes. Yeah. And he's like, I cleaned out this bucket for you. It's not a bucket. It's a foldable cube. And he's like, say you're welcome. Like, I cleaned out this bucket for you. Yeah. So you can put your panties and your socks in it, like all together, like a sock basket.
Right. Like a sock basket.
Catie recently revealed that her sister tried to get the whole family to do when she was growing up, and all of them were supposed to put their socks in the same basket, even though they didn't share socks, but it was a sock basket.
There was a guy on Love is Blind that did that. The family had a sock basket, and the whole family.
Heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, what are you psychos? Yeah.
Also, remember Greg and Lucille she was folding like 5 million socks for some reason. Yeah. And it was like, why are there so many socks? What is he doing with those socks?
Well, we know what he was doing with those socks.
Yeah. So he's like, put your panties and socks in this basket. And she's like, I didn't come to play games. I want to live a normal life like I lived in Brazil with drawers to put my clothes in. I'm not asking for a lot, Thomas.
She's not asking for a lot. It's crazy.
No. So she unpacks a black tourmaline, which is some sort of crystal rock thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, this will clean the bad energy in the apartment. And he says she has been playing a dangerous game of wasting money. And now she's starting to waste my money. And I was like, is she hunting people? Is she like,
why is it so dangerous to buy a big crystal? Yeah.
It's playing a dangerous game. And like, he's going to do something about it. He's just going to whine and his voice will get really high. So she says she invested $250 in this rock, but it's an investment that will give us a return. Try to be magical at least one time, because I'm doing all the work and manifestation all by myself, Thomas. Try to be a magical being at least one time.
Oh, it's so funny. He's very into yoga, so it seems like this is not an illogical step for him to also be into crystals. But he's also, we know, like an aerospace engineer, so he's too science brained for that. Yeah,
yeah. So he says, "I'm spending thousands of dollars on real things." I don't know what he's not.
What
a
are
closet.
those? Where? Not a couch. Yeah.
So, yeah, not a table that you can have a chair at. This is a bad investment, this rock. And she says, you have your rollerblades. And he says, those get me places. They save on gas money. Are you commuting in your rollerblades?
Rollerblade to work. Oh my God, I would die.
So she says, my manifestations are all the hard work that I am doing. I have created this. I show you a totally new world. When I met you, you only ate rice, banana, and meat. You was dry like a grape. like sucks. So at least say thank you.
Wow.
So somehow she has made him add more foods to his diet through her manifestations. And
yeah, he's got something going on where he ain't right.
Well, he has Crohn's, I believe he said.
Okay. That doesn't make you weird.
No,
he's just weird.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. And she's like, don't touch my rocks. If you want to lose one teeth, you're going to mess with my rocks. And she says, money is only worth anything while I'm alive. Like if I die, what does it matter if I have $1 billion in the bank? And this is the first time I really thought, do I really want to marry this guy? He's so stupid and so aggressive. So he says, I told the government I would sponsor you, but I want to sponsor you. I'm not sponsoring your rocks to come here. And I'm scared. I got you a credit card because you need a credit card, but it has your name on it and I'm paying the bills and I'm really scared to give it to you. And she's like, he says, I got her the credit card because she needs independence, but I'm terrified what she's going to do with it. And she goes, can I buy a car with it? And he says she goes in and out of credit card debt. And I didn't tell her, but it has a $25,000 spending limit because that was the lowest I could get.
See, I think
how much money does he have?
He must have a lot because I also think he could very easily call the credit card company and say, I'd like for you to make this like $2,000. She can't spend more than this amount a month or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to my teenage son and I don't want him to spend it on a party. So she says, I swear when I want something in Brazil, money just appears. Manifestation. So I'm not worried. It's great.
Good for her.
Yeah, I know. They're fascinating. He makes me uncomfortable.
He makes me uncomfortable too. He feels very like a loose cannon, like you don't know what's going to happen.
Totally. I don't feel like he's being a real person. Like, or if he is, like he's unhinged. Like, yeah, I just I wouldn't feel safe in his company.
Definitely not with perfume. So speaking of unhinged, all right, let's go to Debby and Mido. So
oh boy,
we start with where we left off with them having that fight at that bar on Halloween, and he's outside saying, I've been patient with her. And the producer goes, well, what happened in the car? He goes, in the car, I did nothing. She was crying, saying she's frustrated. She says, I need conversation. And I say, I am listening. And then she goes, no, blah, blah, blah. Wow.
Okay, that's not what happened.
And the producer says, so
you didn't
what's your
say,
plan?
I am listening.
No, he did not say, I'm listening. What's wrong? That's not what he said.
Yeah, what's wrong, girl? I'm listening. I'm here for you.
He says, my plan is just to go home, go to my country. I don't need something. I don't need something. So Astra and Laura are standing there and they're like, shit went south fast. And this is not Egypt. It is not a Muslim country. You do not treat women here like that, motherfucker. And then we see Astra's boyfriend off to the side, like, oh, Homer Simpson into the bushes, like you don't want to mess with her. And they're like, he has the nerve to treat her like that today, here and now. How's he going to treat her when they're home? He's not going to treat her well at all. I don't know what the future holds, but it doesn't look good. And Astra says, I'm very upset. Debby does not deserve that heartache. Not at all. So they all go into the bar because now they need a drink. So,
yeah.
Now they go.
They're right, though. If he treats her like that in public, in front of her friends, in front of a camera crew, how is he treating her when no one, it's just them in the apartment?
Right. So Debby is at home and she appears to be sitting in her bed drunk. And she says, It's been
does.
a bad day. And this evening, I had a mini meltdown. And instead of compassion, I just got, what do you have to be crying for? Why are you have to be crying for? He just dismissed anything I was feeling. And it's always the same thing. If he's not comfortable, he's going to go home. He's going to go home. And if you love someone, you don't throw that in their face every 2 days. I'm not going to be being called a bitch and yelling in front of my friends. If he wants to go, just pack up and go. Right. So she's drunk in her bed. She went
She's
home.
white girl wasted. Yeah.
Pounding some Sauvignon Blanc. So, and the talking head, he says, I was surprised. She made a big mistake when she questioned my virginity. She pushed me too far. She saw pictures of girl in Egypt. And so, of course, I say, shut your mouth. And after that, I will not deal with her at all. It is finished. It is over. And we see him getting on the couch. And he looks at his phone. He goes, I'm checking the flights. I can't find one that would work. But tomorrow, God willing, I'll find one. I can't be with her after these things. It's over. All right.
It's not over. They got married.
Over. We heard they got married. We saw, and it's completely depressing to think that she did that. Speaking of big mistake. So now it's 59 days to wed. And Debby says, this is a huge mess. I don't have any idea what to do. Yesterday, he got into a mood. And then I had this moment where I remember being married before and feeling so alone. And I'm not going to do it again. I have no idea if he's booked a ticket. I am so shocked. I don't even know how to feel. I'm going to meet up with Astra later to talk. I'm embarrassed so badly. It's not even funny. And I'm expecting Astra will just say, run and get out while you can. So maybe she goes to work or something because they meet later. And then we see Mido is wrapped himself in a white fluffy robe or a blanket or something, is sitting on the bed. Yeah. After she leaves, I guess he's like, I'm going to go get in the bed. So
with my Lulu leggings on
and a fluffy jacket. So the producer walks in and says, Mido, what's going on? And he goes, nothing's going on. I'm trying to find a ticket. If I had a ticket, I would go back to Egypt today. Well, yeah, I don't think you can afford to buy a ticket. All right. Now she goes to meet up with Astra. It's obviously like after work. And Astra tells her, I have never seen anything go south that fast in my life. It broke my heart for you. Like, he was acting at the haunted house like he was there for an audition, not a date with you. And that was really, really, really heartbreaking to see. And the talking head Astra goes, I would not accept that behavior from anyone. And I would not brush it under the rug. I would be like, send this guy home. So then Astra says to Debby, no matter what culture you're from, saying, shut your mouth, woman, is not acceptable.
No.
And she goes, and he tried to intimidate me, and he got close to me, and he was just bulging with rage. You could see the veins in his neck. It's super immature. Like, you are over 40 years old, sir. Grow the fuck up. He acted like a clown. I was worried for you. And if I was you, Debby, I would be devastated. If he's saying that stuff in front of people, how does he treat you when no one's around? So Debbie's just nodding. She's going, yeah, he was raging. But I want you to calm down. I don't want you to be worried. He's been so wonderful on some days.
Oh my God.
You guys are in the honeymoon phase. He's only there for 3 months. You can't like act normal for 3 months.
No.
Astra says, right, but not having a great day should not result in a toddler-esque meltdown. So do you think he really loves you? And Debby goes, yeah, I don't know. It was really bad. I don't know right now. And Astra says, do you think he's using you to get famous just to be on TV? She goes, well, I don't think so. He says he came here for me.
Did he?
Astra says, I've never heard him say that. I've heard him say he's going to be a Hollywood star.
Yeah, show us the footage.
I haven't heard him say anything about her. And Astra says his intentions are questionable. I feel like he's just using her, and it seems like he's acting. He's acting this one way. So Astra says, Debby, I don't think you can marry this guy. He really showed his ass, and I don't think you can come back from it. And I don't think it would be right to give him another chance. I get very strange vibes from him. And Debby goes, yes, that's right. He will have to apologize. And Astra goes, even if he does apologize, send him packing ASAP. Get him out of here, girl.
Yeah, roll up those Lulu leggings and put them in a backpack. Send him on his way.
He's already dressed for travel. He's already dressed for travel.
I get very strange vibes from him, and I didn't even see him in the leggings and the fuzzy bathrobe that he is wearing.
Yeah.
But I still get very strange vibes from him.
Because he was so weird in the haunted house and not even speaking to her, but like it was very weird. Yes. So in the talking head, Debby says, he is not showing me that he loves me or that he cares about me. And really, honestly, I don't know what he's doing here. And the way he's acting, these are relationship ending consequences.
Yes. All right. Yeah, Debby, I'm scared for you. I don't think you should have rented an apartment with stairs because I don't trust I don't trust him around them.
Oh no. Okay, we're going to talk about
blame
Mallory.
It on an owl.
We're going to talk about Mallory and Rasit, and then we'll end with Catie and Josh. So Mallory and Rasit, they are on the bed with all the dogs. Now, the night before was the party. He's still in his, World War II winner's shirt or whatever. It's like whatever that shirt was he had on.
These people do not like showering.
They don't shower before bed. They get sweaty and drink all day and get right in the bed. But all the dogs are there. And he says, I was drunk last night. That's why the dogs got to sleep in the bed. She goes, nuh-uh. I looked over. You're cuddling with Opal. You're cuddling with Opal. That little dog with the short legs is trying to get up on the bed with the stairs. Yeah. It's so cute. It's so cute. So, and the talking head together, she goes, last night he got white girl wasted. He's like, what? And she goes, like white girls, they like to get wasted. It's like white girl wasted. They act silly like crazy. He's like, oh, okay. He says, today I'm going to have the hangout. And she goes, no, it's called hangover. And then he says, I'm going to make some Turkish food to make us feel better. And she goes, oh, no, my butthole's going to hate me later. And they talk about their buttholes being on fire, which is not great. So she says,
couples that talk about buttholes they last.
Disagree. So I've had 26 years of marriage, no butthole talk. No butthole talk ever. So she says, but did you have fun at the party? And he says, yes. And he says, brandy is bad. I talked to him. She goes, yeah, what was that about? He goes, I say, I don't want you to be friends with my fiance. And he didn't listen to me. He was angry. And Mallory goes, I can't completely cut him out of my life. You need to figure your shit out with each other because we're going to be in each other's lives. Like Ren, R-Y-N, Ren, Michaela's husband is Brandy's best friend. So we're going to all be around each other. And he says, no, if you love me, you listen to me. And she goes, no, you're starting shit doesn't need to be started. So they're talking head together. He says, I talked to Brandy and he's got something in his throat like, oh, I'm Brandy. Get the fuck out of my truck. And I said, what? I don't understand him. It's hilarious making fun of his voice because it's very like low and rednecky.
Yeah.
I say, what? Then I just say, yes, okay. And Mallory says, I'm going to say, if somebody said that to me, don't talk to my fiance, I'd be like, okay, bitch, bye. And he goes, oh, if he said that to me, I would really punch him. She goes, oh, you would? He goes, yeah, I would say, who you think you are, beach? And then she laughs because she thinks he's hilarious. And then talking head, she goes, I'm okay with him being the man of the house. I get it. But he is not going to come in and change everything. Like these people are part of my life. They've been part of my life for a long time. And if he has this much problem with American culture, he should have married a Turkish woman. So he's cooking and she's staring at him. And he goes, I can't look. You change your face, please. Change this face, please. And she goes, I don't know what you're going to do. And he goes, I don't want to see this face right now. And she goes, okay, then turn around, go over to the stove. It's like, I love her. I love her.
Yeah,
I love them.
I do like her attitude. Yeah.
I believe in their love still.
Well, I think there's once this Brandy issue, by the way, he needs to call him Brandon. Like he's not even respecting him enough to call him by his name.
So I think it's hilarious.
It is funny, but once this issue is going to be resolved, we have the whole secret of she doesn't want kids, and he thinks she does.
Oh, I already forgot about that secret. About that secret.
Well, they brought it up in the first episode, so we think it will be an issue again. But I feel like they needed to discuss a lot of this stuff before, like who's in charge, Brandon, the whole thing.
I think a lot of it is for show because I think they're pretty solid.
That would make me happy. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think they're really cute together. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Catie and Josh.
This fucking train wreck of a couple. Wow.
Yeah, she
So
speaking of ain't right, she ain't right. Something ain't right with her, and she needs to get a proper diagnosis because
yeah.
now that you've mentioned it, I have noticed she does have a lot of facial tics and very inappropriate things that she says, and she could
Mhm.
have Tourette's. I don't know. I don't know. Something is
Yeah.
going on. She is misdiagnosed, and
Yes.
maybe we'll get to it this season because
Mhm.
they do seem to be together, and he is on Instagram daily talking about his life in the United States, trying to be an
And, like,
influencer.
telling people in the comments to be nice.
Right.
So,
That's right. So we'll see.
so
We'll see.
we'll see. He has a desk and a chair that her friend gave them, presumably for free.
So
So,
happy. Yeah.
he's thrilled, and she's like, "I'm happy you have a desk."
Yeah,
She's
she's
in a bad mood. She's being real
bitchy.
bitchy
Real
today.
bitchy. Yeah.
So, she says, "Setting up a space with someone is out of my comfort zone. I don't like living with people." And he's like, "Okay, it's been nice. I guess I'll go back to England."
Right.
And she says, "It's been difficult and we aren't communicating well, and he's been frustrated by the lack of furniture and many other things." Like, she says, "Let's not nitpick over each detail of the apartment because we're making progress." And he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna feel like really good about it. I think we're in a better place today than we were yesterday." And she goes, "It's worse." And he's like, "Okay, well,
It's
could you?"
worse because you got one piece of furniture and now you're a
Yeah.
monster with your chair. Yeah.
So you monster for not wanting to sit on the floor when your back hurts.
Mhm.
So he says, "Can you just not be dismissive and acknowledge that I've uprooted my life and moved across the world?" And this is when she says, "When I moved to Europe, I didn't find it that big of a deal. So it's hard for me to empathize with you."
Okay.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is wrong with
With
her?
her. Something.
And
It's gonna have to come out. We're gonna have to figure it out and all will be explained. But she did not move to Europe. She traveled for 2 years as a traveling dog sitter. She didn't pack up her entire life because she left all her shit in a storage unit here. So she didn't pack up
Mhm.
everything she had and move to
Right.
another country. She just took a
Mhm.
little sabbatical and traveled for 2 years and left all her shit here and knew she was coming back. So stop
And
it,
could come back
Catie.
at any time. Yeah.
Right.
So
Ugh.
he says, "You went on holiday with a suitcase. I left everything. And now that I'm here, I'm not allowed to leave for over a year. And I'm not allowed to work. So it's a completely different situation. Also, being an immigrant in the US is a very fragile position right now. And it weighs on me." And she
Nailed
goes,
it. Nailed
"Yeah,
it.
yeah." And she goes, "I think if I was in your position, I would be less stressed out." Because you don't think about the consequences of your actions. So if you were an immigrant in a country that is violently deporting people, you wouldn't think twice about it because you'd never think about consequences or repercussions of your actions. But he's a conscientious adult who thinks about these things.
Yeah, right. And she's also a kind of a lily white girl who doesn't have to worry about it because she's not a brown person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. So he says, "I think you just say things that sound hurtful." And she says, "Well, you just take it that way." And he says, "That's a cultural difference, maybe. In the UK, we read into things. And I'm trying to understand." No, she's just being a bitch. "I'm trying
Yeah.
to understand American ways, and you could put in a little effort to understand British ways." And she goes, "We're in America."
She's awful. I mean, when she said to him, I don't want to live with anybody, I don't like anybody in my space, I would have been like, well, fuck off. Why am I here?
"Why am I
You
here? I'll
know?
leave."
Yeah.
So someone on Reddit said she drinks so much because she knows she's unpleasant person when she's sober, and now I can't unsee it.
I'm hoping this next episode somebody's going to call out her drinking, because when we get to it, you can tell everybody that sees her coming is afraid they're going to get attacked.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes.
But I would drink too. If this was the miserable kind of person that I was without alcohol, I would probably drink too.
No, it's not the answer. It's not the
No,
answer.
you need to fix yourself.
Yeah.
Like there's
It's not the answer.
So she's clearly self-medicating in the wrong way. So it's a maladaptive technique that she's using too.
Big word, big word, big word alert.
I do a lot of therapy. So it's her birthday party tonight at a bar, which is great. And the way her previously sullen, frowning, red lips lit up when she said the word bar. She's like, it is my birthday today at a bar. And I'm so excited. This is the first time we've seen her smile in this episode, literally. And it's
Go ahead.
Because of the red lips, because they're so clown-like, so
smeared everywhere. Have you seen Reality Rocks? Her doing Catie and Josh. I mean, it is beyond. I mean, I screenshot it and sent it to her, and it was like, I'm dead. I'm on the floor. I cannot. And she was like, she's like, too far. I was like, no. She has painted her whole bottom of her face with the lipstick. She has huge. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm waiting for the puppets, because that puppet account that does it's so funny.
Is that AI? How are they doing them so fast?
I don't know. Well, maybe it is AI. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I'm so bad at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's super excited because it's at a bar, and her friend Ryan is in town, and she invited him, but maybe realized that she shouldn't have. So she met Ryan when she ran the Chicago Marathon together, and then they traveled together in Europe for 2 weeks. She was in her chaotic era. Girl, you're still in your chaotic era.
Still are. Yeah.
She made out with Ryan several times, and Josh was present for 2 out of the 4 makeouts.
Wow. Okay.
And she says, and he doesn't know that he's coming to the party. And that's also why I'm pissed today, because I hate keeping secrets.
None of it makes sense. This poor girl, something is so wrong. She has got to seek some help. Yes.
So she is worried Josh won't go to her party because he had said, I won't get within 20 feet of Ryan. Why did you invite him? Because you enjoy chaos and you are an agent of chaos, and you do not want to change.
Yes.
You seek out the chaos because something is going on in your brain chemistry, and you're seeking serotonin or something by creating these drama-filled situations.
Yes, all of it. Yes.
So she says to him, I have something to tell you. And she's like smiling really awkwardly. And I invited someone you don't like to my party. I invited Ryan. Smile, smile, smile. She's like, I just got excited when he said he was in town visiting, but I didn't think it through, because I don't think anything through. And he says, well, this puts me in an awkward position. I don't want to be a dick, but it's your birthday. And he says, I met Ryan in Germany at a bar, and she kissed him and was about to travel with him for 2 weeks. And I told her to stop or admit that you just don't want to be in a relationship with me. And while she was away with him traveling, the whole time I thought I would be getting a text from her saying they slept together. Like I was living in constant fear. And I had to choose to believe her when she said nothing happened. But this is exhausting. And
just the 2 of them were traveling and he thinks nothing happened. Come on.
So she says, what can I do to make you comfortable at this party? And he said, well, you must know by now what's good behavior and what's not, like having a dozen shots and making out with him or other people. I'm not asking for a lot. And she doesn't promise not to do that. She's just like, okay.
She's like, what about 6 shots? Is that
right?
Is that good? Yeah, that's half.
She's like, I want you and Ryan to coexist. And he says, I want to know what Ryan's motives are, why he thinks it's okay to make out with you. And when he knew we were together. So Josh is mad and he thinks Catie is taking advantage of him being so nice.
Yep.
And he's like, I don't know what Catie wants to happen in this situation, but if she plays games, she's going to find out.
Good.
He's not going to do anything. He's going to say he should have put his foot down so long ago. Like,
listen, he
these
sent
are
Ryan
threats.
He sent Ryan a strongly worded text. And that's about as bad as it's going to get for Josh. He's going to send you a strongly worded text. British text.
And at the end, it's going to say, best, Josh.
Cheerio.
Yeah.
Comma, Josh.
So she says to him, I want to be a better person to you and a better partner for us. But part of me likes seeking thrills and excitement.
We know.
Call your therapist. Tell them, Houston, we have so many problems. This is not OCD. This is something that I'm not qualified to diagnose, but she needs to deal with this before she gets married. And
absolutely.
For the love of God, Josh, you need to move on. And if Catie fixes herself and comes back to you before you're already spoken for, then great. And if not, it wasn't meant to be. Because it's giving pathetic now that you are still staying in this relationship.
He's cute and he's British and it seems like he has money. Yes, he's got a career. I mean, he
has a lot of chest hair that he likes to show off, and some women are into that. Yeah.
All right. So we're trying to set him up. Is he on Tinder?
I know.
Can somebody go and check in the Portland area? Yes.
So he says, when you say things like that you're seeking excitement and thrills, it makes me feel like a ball and chain and I'm weighing you down and all you want to do is live this party girl lifestyle.
Title of the episode.
She does.
Yeah.
Yep. But I didn't sign up for this and this isn't the relationship that I want. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I'm not going to change. She doesn't say that. So
but I'm crazy.
I'm crazy. I'm fun girl. So my whole personality is alcohol. So they go to her party and she's like, yay. And he goes, yay, 28. And she's like, 27. Wow. And he's like, oh, that's embarrassing. But she is young. I mean, she's still in her 20s. She doesn't have to be married now. She still wants to be young. She just shouldn't saddle him with this sort of behavior.
I mean, this whole, when she said in the car, like she didn't even want him to do the K1 process and come. I mean, like, did she just want to be engaged long distance? Like, I don't understand what she wanted. Yeah.
She wants her cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Like she wants a fiance, but she also wants to be able to party and make out.
Totally.
So she shows him her text with Ryan in the car and she's like, yeah, he said he's coming. He said no tequila shots, but we'll still have fun without them. And then we texted about going for a run this weekend while he's in town.
No.
Like, why?
No.
Josh says, so polite because they're in an Uber. Josh is like, oh, but also he's always this polite. Can I just ask, why do you want to be friends with him given the amount of drama around the situation?
Yes. Good question.
You already knew it was a mistake to invite him to the party, and now you're planning a run with him.
So knowing that I have told him never to come within 5 feet of you again. Yes.
Right.
Right.
So she's like, well, he's fun and he's a good friend and he'd answer if I was crying in the middle of the night. Well, that's great, but you have a fiance now who can do that. So Josh says, in my mind, our relationship should be the most important thing. And if something is threatening it, it has to be removed and like cut it out and cut out him out of our lives. And she's like, well, no, I still want to be friends with him. So no. And
because Ryan thinks she's pretty and cute and funny and she's getting that validation. Yes. Thank you.
And I think in her mind, she thinks she's already sacrificed and compromised a lot for Josh because she's been driving him around for 4 days. And she got an apartment instead of living in her car or crashing on a man's sofa.
And she got him a chair. She got him a chair. What does he want?
She let him have a chair.
He's got a chair now. Jeez. God.
So Josh says, how would you feel if I was friends with other women? And she's like, I'd be jealous. And I'd be like, why are you friends with them? But I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because we're not in that situation. And he says, even to say that, it sounds dumb.
And
like over it.
That's not nice, but that is correct. Yeah.
That is, she's called you stupid many times. I'm fine with it. She has said that you wanting a couch is stupid.
It's stupid.
So, she's very blunt. So I like that he's now being blunt. Also, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I'm not, because we're not in that situation, because you're not friends with girls. So I'm not a hypocrite by saying that I wouldn't want you. That doesn't make any sense. Like
something ain't right. Something ain't right.
So she jokes, let's have a competition at the bar. Whoever makes out with the most people wins. And he's like, do you want me to leave? And I'm like, maybe she does.
Maybe she does.
Maybe she does. Yep. And at the bar, she's like super stressed. She's like, my OCD is coming. I'm really nervous. Oh my God. At our last communication, Josh texted Ryan, I don't know what you're doing. You're in the wrong. I don't have space for you in my life. Cheerio. And so she's very nervous. One of her friends has a baby at the bar in a little Bjorn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that normal? Do people do that?
Sometimes. Yeah, if you have a brand new baby, and literally you could just be like, we're going to go for an hour to this birthday party and then head home. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's all right. No, as long as nobody's like smoking or,
right. Yeah.
Or there's not loud music or anything like that. Then I think it's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah. So I just don't know the rules. So then Ryan arrives with a present for her. I don't think even Josh got her a present. And so he gives her a present and he's like, Catie, also in some of the photos of Ryan.
Yes.
Did you see?
I saw the photos, but what did he have?
Half of a tooth missing in one of the photos.
How did I miss that? See,
but then it's fixed in the other photos, and in the present, he has gotten it fixed.
Okay. Well, so probably they got drunk in Germany and he knocked his tooth out when he was making out with her or something. Yeah.
That's honestly exactly what I thought too. Yeah. So no joke. That is exactly, I bet that happens a lot. I bet she has friends that are missing limbs because of wild party nights with her. So Ryan has a present. He says, Catie is my whirlwind friend. She made me lose this tooth. She creates the most crazy situations. Catie and I did get drunk in Oktoberfest, and Josh was there, and we did things that were inappropriate right in front of him. And then a friend asked Josh, asked Catie, has Josh calmed you down at all? And she's like, yeah, well, but every time I think I've calmed down, I feel like I'm actually going crazy. And Ryan says, isn't that what's great about her though?
Yeah.
Which is the validation that she needs.
That's right.
Also, you don't live with this chaos like Josh does. You just deal with it at parties sometimes, and then it's gone. And you can get your life back together.
Right. You don't have to live with her. Right.
Yeah. Also, she is unwell. So don't encourage mental unwellness because it's fun for you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. She's my chaotic friend. That's so fun to go out to a bar with, but then I don't see her for 3 months. I don't know what happens in those 3 months,
Right. Yeah. Instead of being like, maybe she needs medication and I just won't have as much fun, but she will be healthy. So that's good.
Yeah.
So Ryan's like, that's so great. She's so crazy and fun. And her friend says, are you ready to settle down, Catie? And she says, I mean, I still crave the party life. And we keep cutting between her and Josh is telling a friend that Catie has a good heart, but she's so unpredictable. But like he's trusting her, and she's like, I just miss the party lifestyle. So it's just
all those friends are trying to be like, I'm trying to give you more scores with my eyes. Run. Yes.
Literally, I'm going to pass you a note. I'm going to hide a note for you in the bathroom under black light on the wall. Like get out. This is my number. We have an underground railroad that we can get you to escape. And we've done it with many of Catie's boyfriends before. So we're going to smuggle you back to England.
Yeah.
So she pulls Ryan and Josh aside so they can all go outside and talk. And Josh just says to Ryan, so like, why are you here? And Ryan says, it sounded fun. And to be fun, because she's fun and crazy and wild. And Catie says, he goes, this is so bizarre. He goes, well, Catie and I have had a lot of conversations recently about what she wants from her life.
Mm-hmm.
So why have they been talking so much?
Right.
When she
Talking
knows
too much.
Josh hates it.
Yeah.
About serious topics like what she wants in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like he's about to say, like, Catie and I have decided that this relationship is not what's best for her. And it's stopping her from being her true self. But she didn't have the courage to break up with you. So she needs me as backup. Like,
right. But that's not what's going to happen because it's a Matt Sharp fake out. Yeah.
Exactly. So he says we've discussed what she wants from her life. There's a reason this keeps happening, right, Catie? Do you know more about what you want from your life? And she looks at Josh and says, I think so. And Josh says, well, we're getting married, right?
Yeah, I think that because he said on the text, we're not going to have tequila shots and we'll have fun without them, that he's going to say, Katie's been talking about how she really wants to cut back on her drinking because it makes everything worse. That's what I think. That's what should happen, but I don't know.
But from next week on, it looks like she still gets wasted at this party.
She's still wasted. She wants to not get wasted, but she's still going to get wasted.
Yeah.
So next time on, Mallorie and Rosh go shop for a bidet. And they're looking at all the features, and he says he's like aroused because the bidet is so exciting for him, and it's $800. And she goes, "That's a lot, $800." And he goes, "What am I going to do here? Like, I don't have any money. I don't have a car. Like, what can I do?" So he's frustrated. Paula is telling two guys, I don't know who these guys are. It's not explained.
Right.
So she's telling these two guys she hates that there is no couch there. And she was like, I can't even live here. I feel like a refugee as I don't have my things. Marissa tells Edward they're driving in the car. And she's
I wouldn't say refugee. Like, that's a little far, Paula. You are sitting on carpet. when there's a bed. A little table.
There is a bed. Yeah. Marissa in the car tells Edward, I'm overwhelmed. And I don't know how I can do my job and take care of everybody. I just don't know how I can take on taking care of one more person. And he says, if you think like that, it's not going to work, which is what I think she's also hoping for. Annabelle is standing there. Now there's a lake in the background while Annabelle's talking. Uh-oh. They've gone to the lake. Lake.
Oh my God, it was finally lake life. We're going to see lake life. What happens at lake life?
So Annabelle says, Shea told me he was with some old friends, but I didn't know Nicole would be there. And then we see Allison, his daughter, telling Annabelle he's been hanging out with Nicole the whole time you guys have been together. And by the way, in the middle of that somewhere, he married her and divorced her and had a kid.
Jesus. I'm still very confused about the Nicole situation, but I do know that Allison has been waiting for this moment.
Dying.
She's delighted.
And the talking head Annabelle says, I can't marry this man, which I'm sure is a fake out. And then we see Catie. She is drunk and hanging on that guy. His name is Ryan, right? It's Ryan?
Yep.
She's hanging on.
No tooth.
Ryan, no tooth. She's hanging on him going, I want to kiss you. I want to kiss you. And we see Josh looking over and he says, I thought we were over this. This is bullshit. Like, I can't do this with her. Like, God, how much does it cost to get back to England? Yeah.
Seriously. How could she possibly save herself after this night that he is still in America? They've discussed this so many times.
Well, we do see it. We've seen a scene where she asked him for an open relationship and he's like, no.
Yes.
He's like,
I forgot about that.
Get out of here, bitch. Okay, let's do a quick Kimberly's Corner and chat about, I do want to get you some intro music to Kimberly's Corner, but I don't have it yet, but I'm going to get some intro music. We're going to talk about,
so exciting.
Quickly, we're going to talk about 90 Day Diaries. And I just said quickly because it's already an hour and a half. episode.
I know she wants me to wrap this up. But I'll just talk about the first episode because we missed an episode last week. So maybe I'll just talk quickly about one of the couples.
High points. Yeah.
So John and Megan, that's the real story here, even though this all seems fake. But John is a delivery driver. And John, he's like a delivery driver, but he's wearing real clothes. So I don't really understand. He's like not wearing a uniform. And he delivers an Amazon package to someone's door. But
exciting.
In regular clothes. So he got a dog, Lincoln, who likes to pee and poop everywhere. And he bought him on the streets. He's John's emotional support buddy. Megan is trying to get everything ready for the baby. And he bought her the wrong kind of pickles. She's having cravings. He said, we went through this hard time where I didn't know if this was going to work. And then we see that scene where he throws the ring out the window from last season. And it seemed kind of fake. And he's like, you think fine, I'm done with you, Sparkles, throws the ring out the window. And then they're like broken up, but then she announces she's pregnant and they got back together. And so he's implying she trapped him essentially with this baby. So he also, then she films herself when she gets the news that she's pregnant. And she's like, I'm a little sad, but also happy. And I was like, why would you film this? Your kid might see that someday. Yeah. That you were kind of sad. So John meets with his friend and he's hoping the friend will get him excited about the baby because he's not excited. And he says, when she told me she was pregnant, it was shock and trauma. Okay. Nice. And he tells Carlos, Carlos is the friend. He's like, I'm thinking the kid isn't mine, bro. I don't know. I've never gotten a woman pregnant before. And I've slept with so many women, bro. And I am on testosterone for low energy. And a side effect is dropping your sperm count. And we were barely having sex at the time. So I don't see how this baby is mine. Now, if you're thinking Carlos would say, bro, don't be an idiot. Yeah. Why would she want you to be the father of this baby? She's obviously not trapping you. Carlos, who has been red pilled, says, you know, I heard this statistic that 25% of fathers out there are raising kids that aren't theirs.
Wow, Carlos. Okay.
25%. Where are you getting that information? I Googled it. It's actually 1 to 5%. And the 25% number came from clinics where men were getting tested because they had doubts about the paternity. So they already had doubts. So they were getting tested. 25% of those came back. They were not the father.
Wow. Okay. All right, Carlos, go join Jovan and his Andrew Tate podcast.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
So John wants to get tested, but he knows Megan won't like it. And he goes, but if she doesn't want to do the test, it means she's hiding something. Or it means that she's offended because
you're right. You're calling her a whore. Yeah.
And you're calling her a whore.
Yeah.
So Megan, who has duck lips and is always looks stoned because of those lashes.
She's always got like shit just smeared under her eyes. It's just like,
She's like a Viva who's just always like, she says, so he says, I want to get tested. And she says, you're calling me a hoe and you're finding an excuse to not be a father. And she's like, you are the father. And he says, I hope I am. But every day, 25% of men are paying for a kid that's not mine. That's not theirs. And she goes, where are you getting these statistics? And he's like, Carlos.
She's like, you're not allowed to hang out with Carlos anymore. He sucks.
Carlos is banned. So she's like, fine, we'll do the test. But, you know, I hope you aren't trying to find a way out of the responsibility of being a parent like you always do. So then in the morning, Megan wakes up, says, I think my water broke. And John says, I think you'd know if your water broke. And he goes back to sleep. When he wakes up, he's filming himself and he says, I guess Megan went to the hospital without me because I guess she went into labor. I thought we had a few more hours, so I went back to sleep.
Wow. Wow, John.
This is why Megan isn't lying about you being the father, because no one would willingly want you to be the father of their child. A man she can't even trust to drive her to the hospital. If she had slept with someone else, anyone else, a homeless man, she would have chosen them to be the father of her child. She's not picking you. So if there were any other options to be the father. So at the hospital, she thinks you can tell she's on pain meds because she thinks it's funny that John went back to sleep. And she's like, he never takes anything seriously. You can't take it personally. You just have to laugh about it. And he says, I can't wait to see that sparkle he said sparkle.
He did.
In the little baby's eyes. And Megan says, as you're going to be swabbing her mouth. And he goes, well, I want credit for telling you about the test and not just doing it in secret. I could have just done it like surreptitiously.
Okay.
So then she's laughing because she found the test at their house that he had ordered a week before. He ordered a maternity test by accident.
So it's just going to prove that the baby that comes out of her vagina is her baby.
Is her baby. So he had to reorder the right one. Again, this is why she would not willingly choose you to be the father.
Yeah.
So then she asked for an epidural. So I guess she wasn't on drugs. She just thinks he's funny. She gives birth to a baby girl, Rowan. She says he kept her laughing through the 10 hours of labor. And he did fall asleep at one point. And he says, I didn't want to look too early. I'm not interested in National Geographic. It's not a place for a man. It's a place for a man to put his willy, not watch a baby come out.
Oh, God, this is why you've not been a father up to this point. But okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the next day, the paternity test arrives, and he says he never wanted to be a father, but watching Rowan smile, it would make him heartbroken if she wasn't him. And they do the test at the hospital, and Megan is just going along with it. So that's love, or it's totally fake for the show.
I think the latter. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Natalie, she enters a beauty pageant for like Miss International something, and she's hoping she's going to get discovered by like Chanel or Gucci, and she'll become a model.
Okay.
She looks like a busty Elsa in her outfit. And everyone's face is blurred besides hers, the judges, everyone, because they've gotten no one's approval. And she's wearing an evening gown with sandals. And she wins. She wins this beauty pageant that is at a restaurant on their outdoor patio. So she's a lot to deal with. So then Evelyn and Corey, they're still fighting. He tries to show her how beautiful snow is, and it's fun for like 5 seconds. And then she's like, I still want to move back to Ecuador because this sucks and we need a divorce.
Yeah.
So then, okay, this past episode that was on last night, Jovi and Yara. Oh boy. So she says, I'm 30 years old. My name is Yara. And he goes, you're 31. And she says, after 30, I'm always going to be 30. I love Yara.
I do too.
So Yara wanted him to stay home more. So he resigned from his job at the oil rig or whatever.
Wow.
And he's staying home. He's going to eventually start looking for work in Miami. But right now he is being a stay-at-home dad. But mostly he watches TV and goes out drinking beer with his friends and not doing any of the errands or household chores that she has asked him to do while she's working.
Shocker.
On her. Yeah. And he goes, I deserve a break. I've worked really hard. And she's like, I'd love to relax at the beach, but we're adults. We have responsibilities. You go out with your friends until 3 a.m. So 2 hours later, he's fed up with her nagging. So he goes to a bar in the middle of the day to meet with Georgie.
All right.
And he's bitching about how Yara is never happy. And Georgie's like, she just wants to spend time with you. And he's like, well, I invite her to come out with me, but she doesn't want to. And so she tells me what to do all the time. She bosses me around in my own home. We sleep in separate rooms sometimes. So it's not working. And Georgie says, that's how the universe works. The women are in charge. That's what happens. And he's like, Jovi's like, do you always want to do what Darcy says? And Georgie's like, that's what you have to do. That's what the universe says.
Georgie,
like,
don't feed us some bullshit. Come on.
We've seen your seasons.
Yes.
So Jovi says he's not ready for divorce, but he is not happy. And the constant fighting is not good for Mila. And maybe they need time apart. So he goes home from the bar full of confidence. He walks into the apartment and she goes, take your shoes off. Your shoes are dirty. And he says, it's my house. I'll do what I want. And she's like, take your shoes off. And he's like, he kicks them into the corner and he's like, better. And she goes, listen, Jovi, we all deserve time to relax, but you can't run from responsibilities. You drink every day. You smell like alcohol right now. And he's like, you have a problem with that? And she's like, yes, I do. And she's like, you know what? Fine. If it makes you happy to be unhealthy and get drunk all the time, I don't care anymore. Do what you want. And he's like, you wanted me to quit my job and come home more. And she's like, not this version of you. This is not what I asked for. I asked for like a present father. And he goes, I'm a prisoner in my own home. I'm being attacked constantly. I'm leaving. So he packs up a bag and says, I'm going to a hotel. And she goes, who does this? This is why we have a problem, because you're not mentally developed.
And the Mother Nature does not bless you.
And the Mother Nature does not bless you. She goes, we grew up together, but it's like I grew up and you didn't. And he's like, fine. And he leaves. And she's by herself, peeling an orange.
So we're to believe that Diaries, they set up a tripod and recorded this interaction.
This divorce. Right.
I don't believe a word of this. It's all set up for them to be on whatever is the thing that they're filming right now.
But I do believe right now, I totally think they might be separated, because
I hope they are. I hope she gets rid of him. I hate him.
I am so sick of him. That video of him being rude to the waitress at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Wasted. Like,
yeah. Never forget. And then he doubled down on it the next day.
Yeah.
And he was with a girl.
Mama Gwen? Can Mama Gwen step in, please? So John and Megan, they're waiting for the DNA results. He says he loves Rowan so much that he would raise her as his own. And it's only been a couple weeks, but he's like, I would still raise her even if she's not.
That's how that 25% gets you. You let your guard down, John.
So he says he gets it, and it says he's the father. It's 99.99%. And she's like, I'm a nice Catholic girl, and you treated me like a dime store hooker. I need an apology, John. And so he apologizes, and he goes, now that she's mine, marriage is back on the table. And Megan goes, I don't think so. I'm over marriage. Like, let's see how you do as a dad, but I don't think so. And John goes, okay, see all the fellas out there. If you want to get this result, buy my tapes for $19.99. John's way of getting out of marriage.
$19.99. Request a paternity test and piss her off.
Piss her off so she doesn't want to marry you. Okay, Tanya.
Oh,
remember Tanya and Sinjin?
Yeah,
she looks great. She rewrites the whole history with Sinjin, how basically they got divorced because she wanted children and he didn't, and it wasn't at all that you said you weren't his soulmate. He wasn't your soulmate, and your ex was your soulmate. Right.
She did say that.
She has dated a couple women recently, and she considers herself bi, but she is now over the vagina because she wants to be a mom. So that's where she's focused on. So she is meeting her gay friend Curtis to ask him to be her sperm donor. And if you think that seems all over the place, that's how she is. So she's 35. She wanted a baby by 30. So she is on a time crunch, and she doesn't want a sperm bank because they are anonymous, and she really wants to know her baby's father. Okay. So she asks Curtis. He can't stop laughing. And then she's like kissing up to him, and he's giggling. He's like, "Oh my God, I've never said what? Oh my God!" And he's cute. He seems fun. And she kisses up to him. She's like, "You're just so handsome. You have such great genes, and you're such a good person." And like hoping he'll say yes, but he says no. He says he's not in a place to have kids. And she starts crying. And he tells her, you just need to focus on finding love. And I think you're going to have a baby with that person. And so she decides to shift her priorities, and she's going to a queer event where women will be trying to win a date with her. Is she confused about where babies come from?
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, maybe she just like at her core really wants to only date women, and she's only trying to find a dude so she can have a baby. But I mean, she can adopt a baby, or there's other ways to have a baby. Whatever. Go ahead. I don't need to interrupt this stupid storyline. Go ahead.
It's like a game show. They do it like Love Connection, where Tanya sits on a chair and she's like blindfolded, and then these women come up and she has to cut them one by one by asking questions. So Sarah considers herself a sassy stud. She's family oriented. She's a nerd. She wants to get married. She's adorable. She's who I would have picked. Done.
Okay.
Keely has her butt cheeks out, and that's all you need to know about Keely.
Okay. Okay.
Tori is 27, wants to find someone caring who doesn't mind that she doesn't have a front tooth sometimes because she can pop it in and out.
Okay. Well, at least she fixed it. Okay.
Well, she doesn't have it right now. So she has not worn the tooth, the flipper, for this dating event.
Okay. So nope.
That tooth is gone.
Elimination. Nope.
And then there's someone named Yaja, which is spelled Yejadai.
Okay, nope. Disqualified on that alone.
Exactly. So the first question is about sex. She chopped Sarah, the cute nerd, and I was very sad. Yaja is chopped because she admits that she was a cheater. She has cheated. And she ends up picking butt cheeks because butt cheeks says that she wants to have children.
Okay.
So, and she is very excited when she sees Keely because she's hot and has her butt cheeks out. But she's like, but you know what? It's not going to be serious. I'm sure. I'm still looking for a sperm donor. So hit me up. That's why I've gone on this show, to try to find a sperm donor.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And our last couple is Luke and Madeleine, and your favorite. And he rolls up did he have his fur coat on? He's like, yo, your boy is back in LA. He should date Kara.
He had his earring.
Date Kara.
Yeah.
He could go to bachata. So he goes to see his boy David, and he's like, my boy, yo, David. And David's backyard is huge, which must be where all the money that he stole from Luke went to. Because
maybe that's where it's buried. Yeah.
Yeah. So Madeleine's K1 visa got processed right after they had their Colombian wedding. So what they decided to do is not file legal marriage paperwork in Colombia and pretend they didn't get married in Colombia, even though it was on TV, and do the K1 visa to get her to America because they think that's faster. So, but at the tell-all, she accused Brian of stealing from him, and they got into a huge fight, and they haven't spoken since the tell-all. So he tells Brian, we haven't been talking. I still have her passwords for social media. I logged into her account, saw that she had messaged an older dude with her number. And I was like, old like you, or old like old?
Old. Yeah, right.
And it was like a 50 or 60-year-old. And so he read all of their messages. It seems like they went out on a few dates. And he's like, I don't know where we stand. The K1 is still open. She just needs to schedule an interview at the embassy. And I don't know what's going to happen. So David says, you be sponsoring her. You could get her here and she'd do her own thing. I don't trust her. You need to confront her. So he video calls her and she blurs her background, which was weird. I was wondering, was she in the shop that is failing, or I don't know.
Shop was closed. So no.
Yeah. So she says she still loves him. She's being so nice. I still love you and I want to be with you. And I think our problems came from the distance. What we saw when he moved there, you guys almost murdered each other daily.
Right. Totally.
So those little dogs saw some things that they shouldn't have seen. So he says, that sounds great, but I know what you've been up to. I saw the messages. And I know you went out with that guy, and it makes me doubt that our relationship is real. What happened with him? And she says, I don't want to talk about that. And he says, okay, well, then I don't think we should be together. We should keep being single. And she goes, yeah. And then she tells us, it's hilarious, him trying to act like he's breaking up with me. So pathetic. Like, I already broke up with you. Are you stupid? Are you trying to break up with me again? Like, she's so funny. She's like, I broke up with you on the tell-all, and now you're acting like you're breaking up with me like it was all your idea. Okay, sure. And he says, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Like he's ending a job interview.
Yeah.
And he says, you'll always have a special place in my heart. And she says, I wish you the best. This is the nicest they have ever been to each other, if this was real. And
totally fake, but yes.
I can't believe that this is a real breakup that we're seeing on Diaries again.
Totally fake.
So next time we have Anna and Marcel. She looks amazing.
Ooh.
They have not had sex for the past 4 years.
Because he's some sort of sex addict. Remember, she like outed him on the internet, and then she decided to stay with him.
Yep. I think he liked those moles on her face. And then when she got rid of him, he's like,
did she get rid of the moles
anymore? Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, wow.
Caesar goes on a date, and this woman wants to marry him, and he says we should just date for a while. And she's like, no, I'm ready to get married, like now.
Dang.
Caesar, why are you acting like you have all the time in the world?
Dang, Caesar. Wow.
You found a woman that actually wants to marry you? Go for it. She's beautiful.
Shit. Wow.
And then Olga and Steven, which I believed in their love, and I'm really sad.
Yeah.
That they're now separated or divorced.
Well, why can't two hot people get along? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was terrible in their season, but he really got better. He did a lot of work on himself and changed, but it wasn't enough.
And remember, she had like her whole family was murdered, and they were in a cult or something terrible. Remember?
She was in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And the hospital where she gave birth in Russia was so scary and like bad. Moldy. It was bad.
Yeah. Oh. But they're both in the States. I think they're in Baltimore, right?
Yeah. And they're both like single and raising their son.
And gorgeous.
So, yeah.
Thank you for Kimberly's Corner. I appreciate it. I did see a little bit of Diaries when I saw Luke. I was like, nope. I'll wait for Kimberly to tell me. Everybody, again, our meetup. Click the link, get your ticket, and make sure you're following us on social media at Pink Shade Pod, at Dateline. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's Pink Shade Bunkies and A Date with K&K. So we appreciate that very much. And Kimberly, I will see you later this week for 90 Day The Last Resort. That is on Pink Shade Prime. And guys, tonight, Tuesday, Pink Shade Live. If you're a member of Pink Shade Prime, Pink Shade Live will be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. You will get the link if you are Apple, Patreon, Supercast. Ingrid has a way to send it to the Apple people now. And you'll get the link, and please join us. And if you don't, it will be up the next day for you to view. Okay, that's all the announcements. I'm trying to get this under 2 hours. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.